February 20th, 2025, a sleepy rural road in Carroll County, Georgia. Inside a modest family home, two lives are violently taken. Hours later, a 911 call comes in from their teenage daughter. She sobs. She sounds broken. She says she found them with her little sister. For months, her videos flood TikTok, tearful tributes, haunting confessions. But then, July 8th, 2025, police knock on her door. And suddenly, the grieving daughter becomes the prime suspect. This is the case of Sarah Grace Patrick and the murders that fooled the world. Kristen and James Brock were the kind of couple you'd expect to find in a Norman Rockwell painting. Deeply religious, small-town grounded, and completely devoted to raising their daughters. Kristen, 41, worked part-time and volunteered at church. James, 45, was known for his quiet strength, despite having a mechanical heart pump known as an LVAD that kept him alive. They lived on Tyus Carrollton Road, where neighbors knew them as kind, reserved, the kind of family you'd wave to every morning. But behind closed doors, something far darker may have been brewing. On the night of February 20th, 2025, everything seemed ordinary. James's LVAD device beeped softly in the background, a constant soundtrack to his life. Sarah, just 16 at the time, said later that she barely noticed it. Her 5-year-old sister was already asleep. What happened between then and morning has shattered this family forever. By sunrise, both Kristen and James lay dead in their bed, shot execution style. And the one who found them? Their youngest daughter, just 6 years old. Minutes later, a breathless 911 call came in from Sarah Grace Patrick. Carroll County investigators arrived to a disturbing scene. No signs of forced entry, nothing stolen. The murder weapon missing. The only people home? Sarah and her little sister. The sheriff's department launched a relentless investigation, pulling in federal assistance and spending thousands of hours combing through physical and digital evidence. To the public, Sarah was a victim, a daughter grieving in plain sight. She even started posting TikToks about her loss. But behind the scenes, detectives had their doubts. Sarah's videos played like a heartbreak documentary. Tear-streaked selfies, sad music overlays, loving tributes to the parents she missed so much. In one post, she wrote, "They don't know it, but a year from now, me and my little sister will find them wrongfully shot dead in our home." Viewers found it chilling, but at the time, most assumed it was trauma speaking. She also reached out to a true crime TikToker, encouraging them to cover the Brock case. She even contacted a family friend, asking her to speak publicly on her behalf. Was it grief or the world's most disturbing cover story? By summer, the tone of the investigation shifted. Digital forensics unearthed mountains of evidence. Sarah's social media was no longer seen as mourning. It was examined as manipulation. Her timeline didn't match. The eerily predictive posts were written too soon. The contradictions in her statements started piling up. On July 8th, 2025, Sarah Grace Patrick voluntarily turned herself in. She was now 17 and charged with the murders of her mother and stepfather. Authorities still haven't revealed the exact motive, but they made one thing clear: the evidence was overwhelming. The arrest stunned the community. TikTok users who had left words of comfort flooded her old videos with disbelief. Her posts were now evidence, her grief potentially a lie. The most haunting moment came when the influencer she contacted allegedly, reportedly, revealed DMs from Sarah herself. "They're my parents. Someone came in and left us to find them like that." Except now, it seems that someone was her. She's being tried as an adult, charged with 2 counts of murder, and held without bail. Why would a teenage girl kill the 2 people raising her? Was she acting alone? Or is there more we don't know? Investigators say the case is still open, and more arrests are possible. Sarah's 5-year-old sister, the one who found the bodies, is now in protective care. And for a town that once grieved with Sarah, they're now left questioning everything.